Everybody's getting sick. Just it was early in the war. It was a different environment. No one had any real combat experience.
Yeah.
Even the older guys in the platoon had been to Afghanistan, but it was more of the presence patrols. It wasn't sustained combat. They hadn't had it before, so we were all kind of new guys together.
Where
trying to
were
figure
you
it
guys?
out. Baghdad.
Baghdad?
Yeah. So we split. We did PSD for a little bit, and then we do 2 weeks of that to doing the all the dignitaries in Iraq.
Real quick, PSD's personal security detail. So a lot of teams were doing that for the Iraqi government officials.
Yeah, it was a way to stay busy, way to be employed. Like, hey, if they have to put us here for this, maybe they'll let us do DAs too. So we had a strike force set up. And because I was so young, I mean, a lot of the new guys got pushed over to the strike force. Like, they didn't want a 19-year-old kid standing in front of CNN, driving around the president of Iraq or whatever else we were doing. So I was lucky in that sense. I got to go over with, we did a weird conglomerate with Team 10 and Team 4 from the East Coast. We all deployed together in the same compound. And I think we had 5 and 7, the same thing. So we were just overflowed with people. So we got to work with everybody. It was pretty cool.
So what were you guys doing then if you weren't on the PSD team?
Doing raids.
Raids?
Yep.
How many raids were you doing?
A couple a week.
Couple a week.
Yeah. 4 or 5, like staying busy. But they were all mobility packages. We'd pull out of that base and there was no armor. There was no armor and turret gunner. So I'd rock the 50 up front. And it was bad, man. Like, you just see the rubble on the side of the road, expecting to hit one, and you just wouldn't. And we'd make it through, and you come back, and you're like, okay, gotta get some pancakes, here we go, gotta make it back. We'd drive back, and nothing would happen. You're like, every day was a breath hold, just waiting to get hit, and you'd hear it. Like, SIG acts would get reported, all the significant activity, all the IDs that were hit the day before, and it's the same route in and out. You have to drive there to start everything. It's like, Marine convoy here, Army convoy there, 10 people killed here. God, like, when is this gonna happen? And because the curfew was so strict that time, you never saw anybody. We didn't do anything during the day. So at night, I mean, I didn't see an Iraqi, an actual local, for months.
Oh shit.
No, not until we started doing DAs. We just didn't. It'd be a couple dry holes, and you're like, are there people in this country? Like, where are they? The curfew was so stringent right then.